It's not it's not the majority of us and whatnot, you know. But technology, when you're talking about the spaceships, when you talk about flying saucers, when you talk about the megalithic structures that are all around us on all continents, like that's technology, Rich. You know what I'm talking about? That's high level technology. You know, somebody had to create that shit, and it wasn't done with chisels and hammers.
The Dogon said the Nomo came and gave them the keys.
Came and gave them the bars.
Gave them the
I
bars, yeah.
highly, yeah, and I could easily see that. You know, I was of the understanding that mankind or humanity has regressed over the centuries, that they're
Yeah.
devolving.
Yeah.
You know, it's not that we're evolving, we're somewhat devolving. No one can explain how certain things were built and it's still standing. Like, come on now,
Yeah.
you know? So yeah, they're hiding a lot of different technologies. Once again, this is what we see on a commercial level, right? With the military holes and with other private companies have and whatnot. That's not something that we're all privy to,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm.
But yeah, they just can't let those bombs. Yeah, there's a cap on the nuclear bomb, the nuclear warfare and things of that nature. There's definitely a cap on that.
Indeed. What do you think? Do you think this is going to be something major in the political world? Like, is this something you think they're going to talk about more and more as far as politics is concerned?
Yeah, they're gonna have
They're
to
gonna have to, right?
regulate it. You know,
Yeah.
there's you could do deep fakes these days. I'm sure that they're gonna have some type of regulation against deep fake technology. So you know you don't have videos going viral
Well,
with presidential candidates or with politicians who are not really those politicians, but they could be seen in uncompromising positions and things of that nature.
yeah.
Hunter Biden laptop, shit like that. You know what I mean? And they're like, yo, that's deep fake. That's not even Hunter. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Like they'll start doing things of that situation. But yeah, I do think that as we move forward, there will be a lot of noise being made through Congress and whatnot to regulate the technology that's being rolled out from getting into the hands of the wrong people that could do some nefarious things with it.
Hmm. Do you think like I know a lot of people that back in the day, brothers when brothers first started getting fly cars, they would talk to their car. They would name their car like, "Yo, this is Viper right here. Viper
Betsy,
was, Viper was good. We going out, Viper. Let me clean you, baby. Let me clean the wheels, baby. Yo, don't get on my car." Do you think? And they say everything is energy. Do you think by talking to your technology, you will get certain results that a person doesn't, because they say, and the reason why I asked that, Red, because I noticed the last car I had, after I got tired and it started, things started going wrong, I was like, man, fuck this car. And then I noticed when my
right,
mentality went that way, it just went bad. It went down the hole.
right.
Things, more and more things started going wrong. So it's almost like these things here, you talking to them. And when you be like, man, F that thing be like, all right, F that. I'm gonna just break down on your ass. So how do you feel about talking, as absurd as that may sound to some people, to
Right.
your computers and to your technology? What do you think about that, right?
Yeah, I talk to my
You
technology.
talk to your computer?
Hell yeah, I'll be like, you better
Bro.
hurry up, man. Start up, my nigga. Like hurry, you know what I'm saying? Like I have
Mm,
communications with it. However, you know, in a more connected world, when we move into the reality of the internet of all things where everything is smart, I think the technology will be more personalized. And like I said, with Chat GPT, that's where we're moving into a more personalized, so your devices will be, you know, they'll be more familiar with you as the person. You know what I mean? They'll be more in tune with the person who they are in communication with. So I definitely see that moving in that direction. We're already there on a mundane level. Like you said, you could have communications with your car. I remember the car wasn't starting. It's a push button start car. I remember the car wasn't starting, and I had a conversation with the car on how important it was for the car to start, and that shit started up. You know what I mean? I could attribute it to our almighty intelligence. I could attribute it to our energy, our you know what I'm saying, our electrical surges and things of that nature. You know, I could attribute it to that. However, we have experienced it on a mundane level through the smartphones, the supercomputers in your pocket that are somewhat, you know, people say, damn, yo, my phone is intelligent, bro. I be thinking about shit and I go on the gram or I go on Google. You know, we know the phones are listening to you, but there's people that are like the phones are thinking their thoughts and whatnot. So there's a level of integration that we see taking place, you know, silicone to carbon, and it will definitely ramp up as we are more introduced into smart devices. The smart devices will definitely be about that. Look, you want to talk about a low level form of AI? Hey Google, hey Siri,
Hey
hey
Siri.
Alexa,
Hey
right?
Alexa.
Hey Alexa, that's AI for you. That is AI in a nutshell. That is it. That's his primitive models and whatnot, and it will only grow and get more advanced. And you know, because we're feeding it every time that we talk to Alexa, every time that we talk to Hey Google, every time that we press that mic and whatnot, we're feeding it. We're you know, it's learning, and we're feeding it, and we're giving it more information, more energy, more light. And yes, it will answer us back more in the future than it has now.
Give us a, you know, I'm definitely enjoying this. You're like the reporter on AI technology and technology, man. We're gonna have to come to you when we need some news on technology, Red. I definitely appreciate
Waka waka.
this
Well,
conversation, man. You on your nerd shit. You on your nerd shit tonight. I appreciate it.
the evolution will be digitized in
Yeah, yeah.
2015, and I you know, just to be a witness of how it has evolved is a beautiful thing, bro. Like it's something that I sit back and I'm like, yo, this shit is fly. The thing is, if you're not using it for your own power, right? Power plays. If you're not using it, if you're approaching it from a victimhood, I don't know too many motherfuckers that pick their phone up and act like a victim. No, you know what I mean? It be selective outrage with people. Like it's fake outrage to me. It's not real. Motherfuckers line up for the new phones, for the new technology, but all of a sudden, you know, they're scared of it. And I'm like, make it make sense, bruh. Make it make sense. It's that inferiority complex. You know what I'm
What?
saying? That's what it be. And they're
What?
incorporating it. I don't mean to cut you off,
Yeah.
but they incorporate technology to Europeans or whiteness. And any advance in technology, they attribute it to the European. And I'm like, fam, get outside of America. They don't have the monopoly on technology. Go to Africa. You know what I'm saying? Go to diaspora, go to India. Like, what are you talking about? Go to Asia. That's not a white thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
What's
going
the?
back to the go ahead.
No, I gotta finish that thought. Finish that thought. Yeah.
I'm just saying, going back to the initial statement that we have to, you know, there's a word called heka in comedic terminology, heka, right? We have to give more credit to mental technology before we start talking about the physical technology. This shit is not hard, right? It's just that our people want to be basketball players, rappers, and barbers, and we're not going to learn. We're not teaching. We're not deep diving into all of these free courses that MIT is giving out. We're not thinking with a computational brain, my niggas. We're not thinking as mathematicians and
Yeah.
engineers who our ancestors originally were. We're not summoning Imhotep. You know what I
Yo.
mean? People are taking the easy way out, and they're taking these fucking menial jobs and whatnot, and they want to be like, niggas is flipping burgers talking about AI is taking my job. Come on, fam.
Red. Imagine when AI could give.
Huh?
Imagine when AI could give a dude a shape up, bro.
Oh man. You remember the
Bro,
chart that they got in the barbershop? If you be
yeah,
like, yo, I
yeah.
want
And
number
you just press
30.
a button.
That
You be
shit hit
like,
you with the
you press 30, and it's like, bro.
It's coming.
Now, bro, you can't tell me that ain't gonna be that'll be fucked up. The whole barber industry shut down because
Shut
of
down.
AI.
You
Give
feel me? You
giving
know how
niggas the
many
best.
black men will be out of business? You know what
Bro,
I'm saying?
bro. See, that's what I'm saying. It's AI, man. It's going woo. Now,
Right.
when it man, let me ask you this, Red. What's going on now as far as you talk a lot about quantum computers and you know a lot about what's happening with the technology. Um, what's the deal with how vital and how much of a role does melanin play in all this advancement? Because I know people have talked about them using melanin
Coating the
in
chips and
technology.
everything. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, shit. Whole Biden just went to Africa and locked down a whole deal with the producers of the coltan,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
With the producers of many of the raw materials that they need to power the
Mm.
next revolution in EV or electronic vehicles and things of that nature. You know, they pulled a stunt on China earlier this year when it came to the semiconductors and things of that nature. So he did, you know, Biden basically did you know, he just went to Africa and he sat with all of the leaders and whatnot, and they locked in a deal to make Africa the new quote unquote. There's a huge investment into Africa as the new frontier, right, for technology. So what does that translate to? That translates to this new boom, this industrial revolution 4 and 5 is definitely going to be utilizing that melanin. It's going to be utilizing the carbon. It's going to be utilizing the raw materials that can only be found on the continent. So yeah, I mean, shit, that shit played out this weekend. Yeah,
Yeah, man. Wow.
played out, you know.
And I think one thing I noticed about AI, another thing that is just like scary about AI is I don't know if it's AI or social media. I don't know. It's just technology, really. I noticed, and I talked to you about this years ago, as far as when you use it, how much it speeds up time. Like when you use it, the time just flies by. You be like, yo, hold
Yeah,
up. It's like
I had a
it
9 to
eats it up.
5.
It eats time up, bro.
It's a black hole for time. I don't even know where time goes when you're interfacing with the technology. It's a vacuum.
Somebody got to break that science down, man. Because I mean, like, if you had a red light and you wanted the red light to go by fast, just pick up your phone. That should have
It,
turned green
like
like that.
immediately. If you in the doctor's office waiting, just pick your phone up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean, and just start scrolling, and the time is just gonna go so fast that they're gonna call your name. Like, man, AI is. I mean, technology is a time vacuum. That's time that you can't get back. Keep that in mind
Hmm.
for those of us that are out here wasting something that, you know, once again, being wasteful. Henceforth, why I'm up here not trying to be Mr. Doom and Gloom. I'm taking the approach because I'll give the pros and the cons. I don't have a problem with that. But I feel that it's responsible that I give the pros to interfacing with technology in this day and age that we're in. So time is not wasted, right? Henceforth, where I was like, yo, if you're going to spend your time, why don't you just lock in with the technology that's more advanced so you could get more results out of it? Write
Right,
your
right.
book, write your script. It keep